The idea of complex trauma and elder abuse victims, now particularly intimate partner violence. But Jackie Campbell and some other researchers have really looked at this idea of domestic violence victims, particularly women who have experienced domestic violence over a period of time, as experiencing a level of trauma that could compromise their ability to cope effectively with abuse moving forward. And I think that there is some research now, it didn't make it into the DSM-5, on looking at complex trauma as a DSM related disorder. And it's complex, it's possibly rooted in some early childhood experiences with abuse or neglect. But thinking about older women and older women in particular who have perhaps suffered many, many years of abuse. What is the impact of that abuse and the trauma that that might bring to their ability to effectively problem solve and cope in later life? And I think there just hasn't been much research done on that. And certainly that's a social work issue, I believe, that many social workers do work with trauma now, and but not many work with trauma in the elderly. And there's, I think, a myth in the literature that older people don't really suffer trauma, that older people kind of grow out of being traumatized. And I don't know that we know that, and I think that's another area that would be interesting. You know, one of the reasons I value my membership in PAEA is that it's really given me an opportunity to network with international community of elder abuse researchers, and I think we can all learn from each other and begin to understand better how different cultural aspects of life can influence elder abuse practice and policy making in different national contexts, but also what we have in common around the globe. Certainly, again, research on intervention, outcome research on interventions, I think is important. And beginning to think about older people and abuse in a more holistic way than I think we have to date.